So for many years I've been seeing other people's cars that have the clear coat kind of going on them, and I've always wanted to do some repair work on that just for like free so I could actually learn how to do that. It's one thing to start from scratch and, you know, paint a car, paint parts that are fully sanded and everything, and it's all taken care of, but it's another thing to go and take somebody's, you know, $30,000 pride and joy that they use as a daily driver and possibly mess it up. But one of my neighbors, I kind of gave him the offer, and he's like, I'll definitely do it. And so let me show you what we're going to do. So here we have a 2009 Silverado, and you could see that the clear coat is just totally gone. It is totally gone. Even areas like here, this is fine, this is bad, this is bad. Now, I've already started to do some fill-in work, and I've done a bunch of hole filling, if you can imagine. But I'm just doing some like test areas, and then we're going to get to work for real in the next week here on this. So, you know, all the clear coat is gone, and what's funny is, you know, the sun comes from the south, and so it hits this side of the vehicle, and so you have all these issues here, all here, you know, the lights, and then you come to this side, and there's no problems at all. There's no problems here. Everything's fine. So, you know, the vehicle's paint is not in perfect condition. And that was the whole point of this, is I could actually, you know, work on something and test some skills on some fading and doing a, you know, a color match, if you will. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it's still going to look 90% better than what it already looks like. So, I sanded all the areas, put a little bit of filler, but this is all going to go away, and then really sand it for real. Paint it in, same thing up there, and then we're going to have to fade some of these parts in. And we also removed the trim here. Was actually folding back because the sun was just beating it up, and so I bought a special tool to remove the glue lines, which I never even knew about, so that's going to be really cool. That's coming in tomorrow. We've tried some black plastic restore, because you can see the black is just gone. And here's the black plastic restore, and it looks brand new. So we're going to hit all that. And we're just going to kind of give this thing a once over. We're going to sand these and then hit them with the 2K clear. And so that should be taken care of. I'd like to get this stuff off and repaint this. So I'm not going crazy with it, but we're going to do just enough to, like, you know, make it really nice, and then we'll rebuff the sides and clean it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm really psyched about this job. So let me show you the all the stuff I got. And there's Bob, who constantly works on his vehicle, and it's never running. We got all sorts of stuff. We got an interface pad, so we could get over some of the bumps in the hood and stuff. Not sure if that will work 100%, but it's the best I could do. We got some 800, and I just bought, it's coming in tomorrow, a whole pack of like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Now, in this case, since we're not necessarily looking for a perfect match and didn't want to go crazy with like spraying the whole thing blue, I got some Diamond mixed up at the store and then put into this can for a 1K spray, because what I'm going to do is, most of the blue is there in the car. Of course, I just put all the I didn't know there were so many chips in the car, so I got all that red there. So I'm going to sand most of that red off. There'll be a few dots. I'll spray the hood pretty well with this, and then I'm going to dust some of the other areas, and hopefully when I sand it, don't go through the blue. You know, just sanding the clear coat and getting it enough to just get some clear on there, basically. So I did this with the blue to make it easier for me. Then we have clear We have the hardener for the clear. I have cleaners. I have like a Blenzol type thing. I have the yellow tape. Now this is a cool thing is this is kind of like a, maybe hard to see on camera, but it's kind of a 45 soft edge. So this edge right here has no stickiness on it, and then right here it does. And so what that will allow me to do is kind of have a fade. So that's part of my blend. So let's say there's this little 45 area. If I put this here, the tape with the 45 kind of coming up from here, then that will give me a line that's a little bit softer edge. And then I could just sand a little bit and then buff it out. So that's the theory. So yeah, I got all this stuff, and sandpaper coming tomorrow. We'll be good to go. What are some of the other things that we're going to uncover as we get into the process? Like originally we weren't going to do anything with the side moldings. And then when he called in, I'm like, well, call up the dealer, see what it is, or, look online. It was $800 to just buy, not replace, labor and all that, just buy the pieces. It was $200, somewhere around $200 per front door. So that's $400, and then $180 or $160 for the rear doors. So around $800 just in parts. That doesn't include, it might come with the adhesive tape. I'm not sure about that. So we were like, yeah, screw that. If we could clean it up enough to where, the paint's not jacked up where the glue was, then we're just going to leave it like that and call it a day. But if not, I do have all the trim here, and it's actually painted blue. I'll just repaint it, and we could stick it back on, get some adhesive and stick it back on. So for, $30 in adhesive, that's better than $800 in new trim for an old vehicle, which is insane. So that's kind of what we got going on. I'm kind of really excited about it, and we're going to go on that journey and see how it goes. So here's the official rubber eraser wheel. This is what you use to get the either your logos or side trim glue off the vehicle once you've removed the trim. So we've never used this before. We're going to try that today. I believe we're going to be doing some sanding and get the windshield wipers all painted today. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing all the sanding of the vehicle and getting everything prepped. Got our foam masking tape, and we have a box, you can see right there, of sheathing, so you can go over the whole vehicle, cover it up, and only paint the parts that you want. So it's kind of a 3-stage process that we're doing here. It's been raining almost every day for a week, and tomorrow you can just see it's pretty brutal out. Tomorrow it's supposed to clear up, which is going to allow me to take this vehicle to the shop, so it won't be here, and we'll have this whole garage to do painting. And so I'm happy about that. So hopefully this doesn't get stuck in the rain, because I never want to have it in the rain. And that's about it. So we're going to try getting this thing happening. So,
I wanted to take before and after too.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, in fact, that's a good idea. I want to take a little shot of the hood. And if you want,
Sand that.
we could also possibly sand this. There was something else. What was I going to do? I'm going to do the side.
The gluey.
I might want you to work on this too.
Okay.
I'm going to start on the other side
Okay.
and just do and see how this thing works.
Right.
And then and I'll finish up with this. But I kind of feel like we might need those same plastic things to kind of get this
Just
off.
try to get more of it off.
Yeah, I'll try it,
Okay.
but
Well,
we'll see.
that was going to be our trial by error, and if not,
Yeah,
we're going to try to just paint the moldings, right?
yeah.
And then I got to buy some two-sided tape, or
For what?
put them back on if we do.
Oh, yeah. If it comes out clean, then we'll leave them off, right?
Yeah. I don't really want
But
them.
if not, you have to get the two-sided tape from
Like a good 3M one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll find
so
out.
it
what
lasts.
that is.
Okay. Yeah, and that could be after though.
But that
Right.
we'll know that today though,
Right.
because if this doesn't happen today and we know we have to put these back on, then I go over the tape and then I know I have to prepare the side things to get painted.
Oh.
Ba 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 ba.
So I'll probably have to open the hood to.
Yeah. And I got the little ladder for you.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to open it.
All right, so here's what a big Chevy Silverado looks like, all ready for being painted. Now we're just doing the hood, top of the cab, some of the side panels on this one side. So basically the sun was hitting on this side and kind of took this whole thing out. We've got a few areas that went through to the primer. Got the areas up there, and that's it. We're just doing these little areas. So we got the heater on for tonight so we can keep this room warm. We have this area here so I could actually still step in here and not slip on the plastic. We're using the special 3M plastic. Now, this stuff is amazing. I've never used it before. I've used other plastic from like what we'll call a drop cloth from Home Depot. And not only does this stuff cling to the car, so it allows you to easily cut it and it will stay in place, but it's also made to attract and suck up, if you will, your overspray. So it will cling to it and not like blow off and fly off and cause more issues. So that is freaking wicked. Love it. So you can see we have 5 million rock chips in the front of this thing. And so, you know, we're not trying to make this show car perfect. We're just trying to make it look way better than it was. So to recap, we have 1K blue in a can. I did this on purpose because I want to try this, because if I'm ever doing just a little spot somewhere, how well does this work? And then of course we have all our clear with the hardener and everything. We have some blending agent. We have our wax and grease remover. We have our tack rag. We have our respirator, like we got it all sitting here. We have epoxy paint for the wiper blades. So everything is ready to go. And I've been wanting to do this for so long that I'm super psyched. Now, what was funny is as we started sanding and sanding and sanding, and I'm like, what did I get myself into? Why did I take on this job? Because the prep side of stuff, I don't really care for. I love spraying. I love beautifying. I love spraying. But the prep work I don't really care for. And this is a huge vehicle. I mean, it's really, really big. So, you know, I'm going to have to get on ladders to like paint this thing. So, but we got it all done. It's 9 o'clock. It's about 9:20 actually at night. We started around 4 o'clock and, you know, we got this thing going. So we're pretty much going to heat up this room, keep it heated all night, and then come in tomorrow morning and do one last cleaning, wax and grease remover, tack rag, and just go for it. Like, dig in. So I'm pretty psyched. I'm going to try to film as much as I can. It's going to be a freaking chemical bowl in here. Now you might be asking, why do you not have, you know, curtains and everything that you see everybody else do? Well, first of all, I'm not spraying that much stuff, so I might put some stuff over here, but I'm not really too worried about that. I mean, I don't really care if my ground gets blue too much, but I kind of want to keep it as clean as possible. And then the other stuff I'm spraying, which is going to be really the chemical dust bowl, is the clear. Well, I'm not really worried about clear getting on anything. It doesn't bother me. So I've sprayed, when I did all my firewall, which, you know, even the 33 was in here and had plastic on it. I just had tarps on the ground and I was spraying everything and everything was fine. So I will get some tarps out and do a little bit more around and we should be good to go. So I'm really psyched about it, and let's see what happens.